Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm making a pre-delivery video since I finally ordered my Tesla Model 3. So I sold my previous car, which was a BMW 535i GT 2015 model. I did a private sale. I ended up getting I got $6,000 more than Tesla offered me for a trade-in, and I think about $3,000 more than CarMax was going to give me for the vehicle. So if you're going to buy a new car, I would absolutely suggest that you do a private sale instead of a trade-in, because of course they're buying the car to resell, so they're gonna try to lowball you in your offer. And lucky for me, I have another car that I can drive in the meantime. It still says, you know, when I go on my when I log into the Tesla website, delivery is still estimated at about 4 to 5 weeks. So I'm just going to be driving my second car in the meantime. So this is the build that I went for. I went for the Model 3 standard range, pearl white color. I opted for the pearl white color for two reasons. One, because of course it's the free option, it's included in the price. And also, really, every car that I've had, well, almost every car that I've had before now has been black. And I'm kind of over dealing with the swirl marks and the little micro scratches, because when a black car is clean, it looks really nice. But when it's dirty, you can tell from a mile away. And when you get up close to it, you can see all the little bitty watermarks and the scratches and stuff. And I'm just over that. Just want to try something different. Of course, I opted for the black interior. I have kids, it'll be a lot easier to keep that clean. Also went with the 19-inch sport wheels, which is an additional $1,500. And then as far as full self-driving, I decided not to get the full self-driving package for a couple of reasons. Autopilot, which comes standard on the car. I mean, I did test drive the car and I drove, you know, I used the full self-driving feature whenever I test drove the car twice. I think standard autopilot is enough for me right now. I don't really need the summon feature, and I mean, it'll be cool to have. It's a cool trick, but it's just not really, the technology is there, but it's just not really there yet. And I've also heard that in the near future, Tesla is going to be doing a subscription service for full self-driving. And if that does happen, I definitely would try it out. Maybe if I have a long road trip to go on with the family, we might try out the subscription maybe just for that month. But I didn't think it was worth paying $10,000 for full self-driving. And then also because if Tesla had it to where the full self-driving package stays on your Tesla account, meaning if I sold this Model 3 in a few years from now, I can take my full self-driving package and move it on to another Tesla that I purchased, that would be awesome. But from the research that I've done, it really doesn't add to the value to the resale value of the car, so to speak. Even when you go on the Tesla website and buy a pre-owned Tesla, they don't seem to value the price of, you know, they don't seem to give the car any more value based on the fact that it has full self-driving. So the reason I decided to go with a 2021 as opposed to a used car is because just the Teslas in general, they haven't been around for that long. I mean, I think they just started with the Model 3 in 2018, and just the car by itself, they've held that value pretty well, with the exception of the full self-driving package, like I said. So when you look at older Model 3 Teslas, the price difference is only about $1,000, maybe $2,000 less than what a 2021 model was. So I didn't want to buy somebody else's used vehicle. I wanted to get a brand new car with 0 miles, start all the modifications on my own, personalize the car, make it my own from jump. So that's why I went and got a 2021 model. And plus, if you know anything about the Model 3s, they've done a refresh, as they call it, to the 2021 model. change some of the, change the trim on the outside from chrome to like a black finish. And then they've made some changes to the interior center console and a few other changes. So I definitely wanted to get the 2021 model. The build that I went with, total price, so including all, your destination fee and your, what else do they have in here? Your state safety inspection fee and operating permit fee. I don't even know what that is. Basically, everything adds up to about $40,877. After taxes, because I live in the state of Texas, I'm still going to have to pay taxes, which is an additional $2,561 according to my calculations. In Texas, we pay 6.25% sale tax. And so, which means the grand total price of the car is $43,438. That's the most expensive car that I've ever bought. But then again, this is also the first car that I'll be buying brand new. I'm pretty excited about it. But while waiting on this car to be delivered, I did some research as far as like how to charge the vehicle. And there's a few options that you have for charging, and I thought I'll make a video about that because a lot of people don't know, don't know about the car. Like for instance, just a few days ago, I was talking to my neighbor, and I told him that I ordered a Tesla, and one of the questions he asked me was, "Oh, so do you have to get a battery delivered to your house?" I don't even know how that would work, but I just politely said, no, it comes with the battery. You just plug up the car and charge your battery that comes pre-installed in the car. But anyway, so when you buy a Tesla, what you get as far as charging is this bag right here, which is your cable organizer bag. It comes with a 20-foot mobile connector is what Tesla calls it, basically just a charging cable. And then it also comes with this 120 volt adapter, which is just standard 120 volt adapter that you have throughout your house. It's also called the NEMA 515 adapter. And then it also comes with this little adapter piece, and this is known as the J1772 adapter. And what this allows you to do, this is a universal adapter, so if you happen to be out charging your car at a non-Tesla, at a public charger that's not specific for Teslas, you can use this adapter and still be able to charge your car while you're out. If you're wondering why I have this and I don't have my car yet, it's because I went on eBay and I purchased one of this. And the reason I did that is because, I want to have a charging setup that I'm going to keep in the trunk of the car at all times, and then have another setup that I'll keep in my garage. I don't want to have to unplug the cable, roll it up, put it in the bag, load it up in the trunk before I leave. I want to have a second one that I can keep in the trunk at all times, just in case I'm out and about somewhere and I want to charge the car. So if I was to buy this whole setup right here online on the Tesla website, just this mobile connector, which basically is just the bag and the 120 volt plug right here, that would be a $275 charge. And then Tesla does give you this J1772 adapter whenever you purchase the car, but if you were to buy it separately, it's $95. But the eBay deal that I got had this whole setup here, including the J1772 adapter, and then it also came with the NEMA 1450 plug, which is this deal right here, and that's this bad boy right here. And I'm going to talk more about this in just a second. So if I was to buy all this separately, it'll probably be close to, I think, about maybe $405 or something like that. But I was able to get everything on eBay for about $290, and this would be the second setup that I keep in my car. And then I also ordered a separate NEMA 1450 adapter. So my plan is the charging setup that comes whenever I buy the car, I'm going to use one of these plugs with that, and keep that at home, keep that mounted on the wall. And then I'm gonna keep the second setup that I bought on eBay, that's gonna stay in the car all the time. So as far as charging the car at home, you got a few options. I mean, you can charge with the 120 volt plug that comes with the car, which is the little bitty 3-pin plug right here. This is considered a level 1 charging, and what that does is it charges your car at an average of about 2 to 5 miles an hour, and that's just not gonna work for me. The other two options that I looked into, of course, were getting this Tesla wall connector, and I'm sure we've probably all seen this before. It looks really cool. It just looks like it belongs to like a nice futuristic car. It'll be nice to have this on the wall in my garage. The reason I don't have this is because, for one, it costs $500 just for this wall connector. And then in addition to getting that, you still have to get an electrician to come to your house and have it wired or have it, set up. But this charges much faster than, your regular wall connector with the 120 volt does. Charges your car, depending on what model Tesla you have, you can charge your car at about 44 miles per hour. You get about 44 miles per hour of range when you use that wall connector. But since I ordered the Tesla Model 3 standard range, it's been that particular model is software locked to where it only charges at a max of 30 miles per hour. So even if I spent the money on this cool looking device right here, I wouldn't get the full potential, because I can still only charge my car at a maximum of 30 miles per hour. So, which brought me to the next option, which would be this deal right here. So like I said, I bought this with the bag and the whole setup to keep in the trunk. And then I also bought a second one because Tesla does not include this NEMA 1450 plug whenever you buy your car. So I'm gonna have this one at home with the setup that comes with the car, and a second one to keep in the trunk of my car. So the NEMA 1450 is the most efficient way to charge your Tesla at home. It's level 2 charging. It ties into a 50 amp circuit breaker in your breaker panel, and using your mobile connector, you get 30 miles per hour of charge for your Tesla Model 3. So when I was researching, maybe about a month or two before I actually placed the order for my Tesla, looking into how I was going to be charging the car, I called a couple of electricians to have them give me an estimate on getting a NEMA 1450 receptacle installed in my garage. I had, estimates ranging from about $1,500 to a guy that was going to charge just $600. Now the catch was, even the people that were going to charge me $1,000 or $1,500, they were going to run wires up along the wall in my garage, through a conduit, across the garage ceiling, back down on the other side, because I actually will be parking the car on the opposite end of the garage from where the breaker box is. But then there was the one guy that was going to charge me $600, and he was actually going to put a hole in the wall, run the cable inside of the wall, inside of the ceiling, and through the wall on the other side. And it would be a completely seamless look. Looks like it came with the house. So I definitely jumped on that. So technically I had the outlet installed in my garage a good 2 months or a good month and a half before I even placed the order for my Tesla. My wife thought that was kind of ridiculous. But hey, it was a good deal and I didn't want to pass up on that deal. I'm going to turn the camera around right now just to kind of show you guys what that setup looks like. So this is the charging setup that I have waiting on the Tesla in my garage. Like I said, I had the electrician install this 1450 receptacle. If you look up on the walls, it literally looked like it came with the house. Now, of course, I painted my garage wall, but I didn't, prep the wall. I just painted right over the, I mean, it's a garage for Christ's sake. I painted right over the drywall taping and all of that whenever I moved in. So my wall doesn't look perfect, but regardless, the other option, the other electricians were talking about, they were going to have conduit running up along the wall right here, going across my garage ceiling, and then back down over there to where my breaker box is. And they were still going to charge me over $1,000 to do that. So I obviously went with the guy that charged me $600 to run through the wall. They knocked a little hole right there next to the breaker box, ran the cable to that box, knocked the hole. They put a box in there, ran the cable up into that little hole, and then up and across the ceiling, and then back through the wall over here. So in this parking spot right here is where I'm going to have my Model 3 parked, and that's just super convenient. I mean, for the price that I got that receptacle installed, you definitely can't beat that. Because even if I got the Tesla wall connector, it would have been an additional $500 plus the price of installing plus the electrician fee to get the wiring over to this side of the wall, and I still will be charging at the same speed. So definitely this is a good option. I went on Amazon, and I bought this little cable organizer, or I guess cable, whatever you want to call it. There's a little cable organizer to hang up over here, and it also came with this little guy right here. And I'll post the link in the description if you're interested in getting that. So basically, that's the setup that I have. I just gotta wait about another 3 weeks to a month before the car is delivered, and I'll be making more videos about the car whenever it gets here. And also just a quick update. In my previous video, I had a video where I showed when I got the epoxy done on this floor, and I had mentioned that I was gonna have some different cabinetry installed in my garage. So here's what that looks like. I absolutely love the look of it. The floor looks great. This cabinets are by New Age. This is the New Age Bold 6-piece. It's the New Age Bold Series 6-piece. That piece right there is a tool drawer that, with on some caster wheels that you can roll out. I love the look of it. Looks nice. You have the option of getting a stainless steel workspace or wood. Decided to go with the wood option. I just kind of like the look of that better. And then I just got a TV installed over there. I didn't want anything too big because it'll be too big for the space that I have. I didn't want to take up any of the workspace. So I just got a 24-inch, I think it's a Insignia Fire TV edition, and I'll post a link to that. That only cost about $100. It's a Fire TV, so it works well with the Alexa device. I can get online, I can watch Netflix, YouTube, whatever. Not that I'll be watching that much TV in the garage anyway, but it would be good to be able to watch, how-to videos when I'm in the garage working on the car or something. So that's my setup for now. Again, just waiting on this car to arrive. And thank you guys for watching. See you in a future video.